What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the spot. We kick back and react to all kind of different things. All right, so what we got going on today? We're about to check out some Neil deGrasse Tyson on Star Talk. This one's a little different from the usual ones. This one is him reacting to science TikToks. All right. I've seen some good science TikTokers out there. I know there was like there's that one lady who's doing the classroom and everything. She's really good. I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name. But there's also been some people who just post whatever. So I wonder if we're gonna get some good and some bad. If it's all gonna be people who know what they're talking about, or it's all gonna be people just giving you BS. We'll see. Let's check this out as Neil deGrasse Tyson reacts and most likely corrects many of these things. So let's check it out. Let's go.
Chuck, always good to have you.
Always a pleasure.
All right, this has been yet another episode of Star Talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson, your personal astrophysicist. Keep looking up.
Good show. Good show. Man, you back on your phone again?
Yeah, it's
What is so funny? What are you looking at?
what?
Okay, well, you got to show me what's
All right,
going on.
okay. TikTok has a new feed that focuses on STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math.
Very cool.
And Star Talk is part of that feed.
Even more cool.
Yeah, check this
Can
out.
you show me?
These are people all around the world who post things that are sort of related to science, technology, engineering, and math. Check that out.
Have a friend
In partnership with TikTok. And I think this is great too because just highlighting other people, getting the word out there on other people who are out there doing, science content and stuff like that. Like, I don't do science content, but I love to learn, so I would love watching the science content creators. So let's go.
hold a cane out horizontally for you, or another similar object. And putting your two index fingers together,
fun.
try to place them underneath the center of mass. When they let go, you will find it doesn't normally work. But now try putting each index finger at opposite ends of the cane and then moving your index fingers in towards the middle.
It works every time.
What you will find is that they always end up right under the center of mass of the cane. You can try starting off asymmetrically, and they will still end up under the center of mass.
How does that work?
So with the cane, what's interesting, or any stick,
Right.
any horizontal, I used to do it with yardsticks. So you can start at any 2 points, as long as each finger starts out on either side of what would become the center of mass.
Okay.
But they don't have to be equally separated.
Right.
This finger could be 1 inch from the center of mass, and this could be 7 inches, 10 inches, whatever. And as you start pulling it in, this finger just stays there until they're both equidistant, and then they move simultaneously together. When you do this, there's more weight on this
that
finger
one.
than on that finger.
Right.
There's more friction, and this stays put until this catches up.
Right.
It's a brilliant demonstration.
I love
there.
it.
Interesting. Hold up. Hold up. Before we move on to the next one, I need to try that. Hang on a second. I need to try that because I got lightsabers and stuff. So let me see if this works with a lightsaber. Okay. So normally the center of mass would be like right in here at the hilt. So I wonder, starting off here, I'm gonna slowly do it. It worked. My finger, I wasn't like trying to force it. My finger on this end just would not slide because there was more weight. Let's try it again. And it's even got ridges and stuff, which makes it more difficult, so it's not smooth. And yeah, it doesn't fall over. That's wild. That is wild. And I wonder, hold up, because that's got the weight at the end because it's got the hilt on it. I got this one that's just the blade because it cracked. So let's see. Let's do this one now. So the center would just be really somewhere in the center. I'm just rolling up my arm. Okay. Balanced. twerking. Dude, I never knew about that one. See, this is why I like watching science videos. You learn cool stuff. Oh man, okay. It's back to this.
Shout out from NASA. So to celebrate, we're gonna rap on one of his beats. Now everyone must participate, and we're gonna go in solar system order. Hey, I can spit some? Yeah, just go after Nep and before Pluto. Say less. Saturn, take it away.
Okay.
At first, I had to watch it carefully to realize it's the same guy
Everywhere.
everywhere. But he's dressed completely differently.
With different hairstyles.
Different hairstyles.
Retrograde, I'll spin the block real quick. I mess up that new car.
He's
and
giving
that new
good-
side chick on my queen-like tip.
Good planetary science, too.
Yes.
You know gravity, cause I got G's on deck. Yo, it's V, you know I'm not.
That was a nice bar too. I don't need gravity. I got G's on deck. Okay.
I'll spin the block real quick. I mess up that new car.
He's
and
giving
that new
good-
side chick on my queen-like tip.
Good planetary science, too.
Yes.
You know gravity, cause I got G's on deck. Yo, it's V, you know I'm 900 degrees.
900 degrees planet is Venus.
Some make tight knees. Got them boys shook, cause I infertility. Anybody touch
And a
it?
little goddess.
Goddess of fertility.
Earth population 7 billion.
I love how like Neil is really like listening to the information here, while Chuck is really vibing to the beat. You can tell the difference between the two. Oh man, love it.
Climate change bars got my whole zone litty. It's a meltdown. We should really get busy. I got polar bears hot when they need to be chilly.
Is that good? That's really
That was nice.
good line.
Really good.
5 rovers, it's an MTV tour. Giving Earth rocks. He been feeling like the 80s. When Elon come through, tell him bring me all the ladies.
Because
Look at that,
Mars.
Yo, it's Pluto and I'm purple like a nurple and I'm highly underrated. I'm the planetary Urkel and my orbit make me dizzy. I go up and down in circles and the sun is always coming for my neck. I'm like a turtle. He's abusive with the verbal. Under his skin like a dermal. Like, hey, I wasn't done. You were done. No, you were absolutely done.
I love it.
And a couple of things. Pluto also orbits
Oh, the rag on Pluto's hilarious.
with its axis highly tilted.
Yeah, very
So
tilted.
sometimes it's pointing towards the sun.
And sometimes-
so the gestures here about the sun on his neck. Yep.
No, the science is amazing.
No, it's authentic. You can't do that unless you know what you're doing.
Right. That's good stuff.
Exactly. That's why when people talk about there's no intelligence in hip hop, that's BS. Absolute BS. Now, have we had some really, really less than intelligent and creative rap songs come into existence? Absolutely. But to be a great rapper, you have to be intelligent. You know, there's no great rapper who's incredibly skilled who's stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Microsoft's new quantum chip could be a huge deal, and there's a big debate about it. Here's why. The reason that we want quantum computers is that they could do new things, like simulate the natural world even better. But the reason that we don't have useful ones yet is they need to be bigger. The problem is when you make them bigger, they have more errors. And the reason for that is that the information inside, the qubits, are incredibly sensitive and they get disrupted very easily. Microsoft tried to build a new kind of qubit, a topological qubit, where instead of storing the information in one place, they spread it out like this, using a new state of matter called Majorana quasi-particles. That's awesome because in theory you could get a bigger quantum computer with fewer errors, because if you mess with the information in one place, you'd still have it in another.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so what I like about this is these are people not just explaining ordinary science
Right.
that you get in a textbook.
Right.
They're reaching out for the frontier.
Yes.
Checking press releases and the latest discoveries.
Yeah, because that is the cutting edge
That's the
of computing right now.
Right now. Often what we do on Star Talk, it's sort of basic science, that foundational science.
Speak for yourself.
Well, you do frontier science?
No, I'm saying it's advanced for me.
Oh, right. No, I mean basic, simple. I mean basic. It's been in the textbooks for,
Right.
in some cases, centuries.
Uh-huh.
So everyone here is high energy, and you kind of want that if you want to learn science. I think of how many people were just bored with their science class in school.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Seriously, I don't think I ever had a science class in my life that I was interested in. I've never had a science class like in school or anything in my life that was interesting, that made me want to be there, you know? because they throw BS at you. It's like, do this manual, do this, do that. They're not even really enthusiastic about it. At least in my experience, the teachers I ran into. But I was still interested in science back then, and my interest has only grown as I've gotten older. If we had, I know if I had science teachers who cared and put in some real work, who knows, man? I would have loved science class. But yeah.
You just can't get bored if somebody's like coming at you with like, and this happened and that happened, and take a look at this. And they thought that was you, but it's not. It happened this way.
Right.
It's like, whoa. So I'm all in.
I love it.
If I hold it like this and then
Oh,
let it go.
there she is. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like I said, I don't know her name, but she is so good. I've seen her. I don't know if I'm subbed to her or not, or if I'm following her, but I've seen her so many times, and she is so good with her demonstrations and so entertaining.
What will happen? It will...
It'll process.
Why?
Oh, she didn't spin it.
Gravity. Boring. We start spinning it. Ready? I drop it.
And look at the kids. I love
Kids are
it.
loving it.
That's the beauty part of it. Like, she gives very simple explanations, but she's so bubbly and so in your face about it. It just it keeps your attention. Like, these are the kind of teachers I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? They keep your attention because they show their passion in it. Just not just, oh, this is what we're doing today and make sure you get this assignment done and blah blah blah. No, they're actually passionate about it. Where's more passionate teachers out there, man? That's what we need.
Oh, that's total magic. How's that happening?
Gyroscope now. It is spinning and it is processing like our planet Earth.
So that's basic science
That
right
is
there.
basic science,
That
yeah.
goes back.
Yeah.
This is like ever since
Right.
Euler and others centuries ago.
But it's still fascinating to see physics like that at work.
You could say it, and it's not as interesting as if you show it. There was a day where
Exactly. Like, talking about something that you never see. How are you going to do that? How are you going to explain stuff and people can't visualize it because they've never seen an example? That's what makes her so great.
if you were to learn science, it was kind of force-fed to you in a classroom, in a textbook, take your medicine by watching a documentary, to realize now that TikTok has a button on the homepage that gives you direct access to STEM content. That's a game changer. So for STEM videos, machine learning will flag videos as being STEM content from science-y keywords in its captions and hashtags, and by cross-referencing with a list of verified science communicators who are known for making science content, like Star Talk. Then, Real Humans at Common Sense Networks reviews all the videos to make sure they're STEM, and that the video actually teaches you something. The videos then undergo human review by experienced researchers at another company to make sure the information is reliable.
I love it.
And only after this 2-week process do videos appear on the STEM feed. Research takes time, people. Want to see a few more?
All right.
All right.
Love
How
it.
high up is space, actually? If you started running straight up at an
I did not know I could run to space.
to reach the point where there's no longer enough air for you to breathe. And after 3,500 hours, or almost 146 days of running, you'd reach the farthest satellites orbiting Earth.
So there's a point where she mentioned where you pass the GPS satellites. Those are high up enough so that they sit in sufficiently different gravitational field
Nice.
that general relativity affects its timekeeping. Their clocks tick slower than our clocks on Earth's surface. When they communicate the time standards to cell phone towers,
Right.
they have to pre-correct it for Einstein's general theory of relativity.
For the literal loss of time.
Correct. So well above that, you get to the geosynchronous satellites.
Right.
They're in an even a different time frame than the GPS satellites. So this is a tight video. I
Yeah,
loved
it's a
it.
good video. Yeah.
What if we
Man, the way time works is so crazy. Time and space, it's so fascinating.
turned off all the lights on Earth for an entire day? 3 billion people, including 80% of North Americans, would get to see an unobstructed view of the Milky Way for the first time in their lives.
Wow.
He's trying to take you to a new place to think about the world. It gets dark, you turn on the lights.
All right.
Who thinks in ways other than that?
Right. Which is, hey, it's dark. let's enjoy the night sky.
Exactly.
I didn't pay my electric bill anyway.
Everybody shut off their lights. Just leave the city.
Right.
When I was a kid, I thought the Hayden Planetarium was a hoax. Grew up in the Bronx. I saw the night sky. It has 8 stars.
And that was it.
That and the sun and the moon, and I was perfectly happy with that.
So you were in the Hayden Planetarium.
And then I went to the Hayden Planetarium.
And you saw the full night sky.
The full night sky, and I said, this is a hoax. It's a delightful hoax. You need those occasional reminders. And sometimes I forget to give that kind of reminder.
Yeah.
So I'm glad there are people out there who are thinking that way.
Very cool.
So as I understand it, this feed is curated for the user because not everyone is interested in all science.
Sometimes science is like jazz. You start off liking Kenny G, and you end up liking Thelonious Monk. I do like the curating part because, like, all the videos that you showed, they were like all space.
Yeah, they were.
Because
100% of them.
That's you. Whereas me, I probably get a lot of climate stuff.
In this modern age, it's all about the algorithm. The algorithm is feeding me more of what I like. And in a STEM feed, oh my gosh. Did you know about the algorithm?
Well, I know that TikTok serves up content that you like through their special blend of moderation and curation, which is really just math. Machine learning algorithms and human experts provide a double layer of protection to ensure anything that violates community guidelines is filtered out. Then what's left is fit for the feed. Each user's For You feed is a set of just 8 videos, constantly refreshing itself to ensure it stays personalized, diverse, and locally relevant. To tailor your For You feed, a mathematical algorithm looks at the content you've engaged in the past to find overlap between popular videos and videos it thinks you like. When users have seen too much of a particular type of content, they're in a filter bubble. TikTok avoids filter bubbles by using machine learning to analyze the similarity between videos and inserting variety. They will also prioritize showing you videos from your home country.
I guess you do know about the algorithm.
A little.
All right. Want to see some more?
Why not?
Knew a little something, a lot more. Like, that's why I love this channel. The explanations. Even Chuck gets off every now and then. Go, Chuck!
Mysteries in physics that could win you a Nobel Prize. Mystery number 1 is dark matter. Until today, we don't know what the nature of dark matter is.
You nail that, you got Nobel Prize.
You call it Fred.
I do.
Yeah.
Dark matter and dark energy. If he's a mention, he's going to have to mention dark energy.
Right.
Let's see.
Mystery number 2 is dark energy.
There you go. You called it.
There you go.
Expanding at a rapid rate, and it keeps expanding. And when we think of the question, why is it expanding? Why is it running away?
Because we're being chased by another universe.
Something visible everywhere in the universe called dark energy, and we believe that it has some sort of anti-gravitational effects that instead of bringing things together, it throws things apart.
I think it is.
Debussy, Claire de Lune.
Mystery number 3 is quantum gravity. If you would be able to prove that quantum mechanics aligns perfectly well with gravity, you would be able to solve one of the most and longest standing problems in the history of physics.
Quantum physics is so hard to do. It just is.
Right.
And you try to say, well, let me understand it.
Yeah.
And there's a famous quote, the day you understand quantum physics is the day you realize you don't.
And that makes perfect sense.
Right. It's not something to understand, it's something you just grow accustomed to.
Oh, well, look at that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You say, okay, it's going to do that, and I'm used to it.
That feels like language learning. Like what I keep hearing in language learning is like, don't question, just memorize. It's like you won't understand it, just go with it. Just understand that it's there, and even if it doesn't make sense to you, it's there.
I'm going to accept it.
You accept it. I'm going to accept it, even though intuitively I don't want to accept it.
Right.
Let me pause and see if I can guess the other 3.
Okay.
So how you go from organic molecules to self-replicating life.
Oh.
We don't know how that...
No, nobody knows how that happens.
We don't know how that happens.
That's very cool.
That's cool. And another one, a little out there, what was around before the Big Bang?
Of course. So seeing back to...
Yeah. I don't know. That one, that's a good one.
Right.
And
I love the fact that he brings that one up, because that's one that I've talked to a lot of people about, because a lot of people like to try to tie the Big Bang to religion, to try to say, oh, you're trying to say that that's when the beginning of time happened and stuff like that. Like, no. We're just saying with our current technology, That's the state of the universe that we've been able to see looking as far back as we can. Because we track the history of the universe through light. And all light, going back 14 billion-ish years, goes back to one center mass that's just one hot bubble, basically, that expands outward, thus being the Big Bang. We don't know what happened before it. We don't know how it got there, if it formed there naturally, where all the matter came from that made up our universe. We don't know any of that. All we know is that from where we started off, the furthest back we can look is that we were this hot, massive bubble of, just plasma, and then we expanded outward into the universe, into all the galaxies and everything else that we have. And it's funny that people take that and run with the narrative that you guys are saying that this is how we all came into existence. I'm like, we're not trying to, like, yeah, we are saying it because it's true, we've observed it, but that doesn't take away anything from religion or anything else. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what put it there. We don't. We just know that it's there. And because that's where all light traces back to, we can't see or look at anything that happened before then. So yeah, the furthest back we look is the Big Bang. And so I've had to explain that to so many people because they just don't get it. They take it and run with the whole religious thing, and it's like, no, it's not about religion at all. It's not about religion at all. But let's continue.
We need a sixth one here.
What's inside of a black hole?
Oh.
Yeah, but
you can just go and find out. Oh, I know.
No, you don't.
What accounts for the matter-antimatter asymmetry in the universe?
In the universe.
This is,
yes.
Oh my God, I lose sleep over that one.
I got to tell you, that is a good one.
That's a good one. We should all be balanced out, matter and antimatter. And we have matter overriding antimatter.
That's right.
And it shouldn't be that way.
And it shouldn't be.
Right.
It should be a total cancellation.
Correct. And we would just be a universe of photons.
That would be light.
Light.
We would be heaven.
Well, that's like the photon checked into the hotel,
right,
with no luggage.
Yeah.
And the bellhop says, "Do you have any luggage?" They said, "No, I'm traveling light." Stop. No. Let me get a joke every night.
Every night, he's like, "No, why? Yeah, let Neil have it. Let Neil have it. It was an okay dad joke. Okay, just let him have it."
Don't.
I know you're the comedian, Chuck, but let him have it.
I'm traveling light.
All right, let's
see what he says.
Mystery number.
All right, before we get to the next one, Serafina, yo, glad you could make it. Yes, this has been a funny one so far, but I've been really enjoying this.
4 is the inflation of the universe, where physicists believe that right after the Big Bang had happened by 10 to the power of negative 34 seconds.
So he's talking about right after the Big Bang. You said what's before the Big Bang.
Yeah, the difference is we already have the theory of inflation.
Right.
That's not a new understanding that has to come out.
Right.
So what's different now is inflation explains so much of what's going on out there.
Right.
But we don't have evidence of it having happened. We just declare that it happened, and that explains so many things. But the idea of the inflation is already out there, whereas we don't understand dark matter, dark energy. If there is inflation, we fully understand it.
The only thing that would happen is...
And that's something that happens in science a lot, where we label something, we haven't exactly discovered it, but we've discovered the effects that it's creating. You know, that's something that we've gone through history. I'm trying to think, which planet was it? It was, I can't remember which one of our larger planets, Neptune, or Saturn. No, it wasn't Saturn, but it was either Neptune or Uranus. I think Uranus, but don't quote me on which planet, because I can't remember which one specifically. But we found the effects of one of our planets before we discovered our planet, did the math, and discovered its location off of seeing the gravitational effects, observing the gravitational effects that it was having on the surrounding galaxy. We thought that it was some anomaly that was just causing it to happen. We discovered a whole new planet based off of the effects of that planet. And so, yeah, so what he's saying here is that there was an effect after the Big Bang. We don't know what caused it, but we know the effects, and we can apply those effects to other things, and it works out perfectly. So we know what the source caused, we just don't have the source yet. You know, it's to like, we know what created something, but we don't know what that thing is. We know it did something, but we don't know what that thing that did it is quite yet. And so that's what they're talking about here. And so we know what happened, but we don't quite know what caused it. We gave it a name, and hopefully we'll discover it someday, but that's pretty much, you
would confirm.
Yeah, and that can be worth a Nobel Prize.
Could be.
But it's
Absolutely.
a different nature of a discovery.
Other,
compared
Exactly.
To the others.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
It's a different nature because it's like a gap in information as opposed to just not having any clue about what happened before, which is what Before the Big Bang is about. We have no clue, no information, nothing to go on. Completely lost on that.
Theory number 5 is observing the Hawking radiation, where the physicist Stephen Hawking theorized that a black hole acts exactly like a hot pot on a hot stove, that it emits radiation, and by doing so, it loses energy.
And evaporates, yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is that the math works. Stephen Hawking's math works.
The theoretical understanding is completely in place. Quantum physics provides for it. It's all there.
All right.
And so if you wanted someone to be able to observe it, okay.
Yeah.
And observations get Nobel Prizes.
Yeah.
I don't want to diminish the role and value of observational science here.
You're thinking more conceptual discovery as opposed to, hey, look at that. Okay.
Exactly. Observation science is not just some guy out there looking at a light and being like, I think it's an alien. No, you have to be able to really like find something and at least be able to describe it and be like, a real discovery, not just, hey, what's that over there?
So all I'm saying is, if he doesn't give my list, we add mine to his list.
Yeah.
And have him add to his video. Okay, let's keep going.
Mystery number 6 is the neutrinoless double beta decay, where in particle physics, when you have a single beta decay in the atom, it's when a neutron decays into a proton, an electron, and a neutrino.
So this is good because he's setting up what could be people's future research path.
Exactly. He's like, there are kids right now who are just like, I'm going to get that $1 million. I'm going to get that $1 million.
It's still a good list.
I like it.
So, of course, people comment on all the videos.
Right.
So we got a few here on what we just saw.
Yeah.
This is good. I like this one. Dark matter is matter, but darker.
Can't beat that.
Typical TikTok comment right there. Typical TikTok comment.
That's just true.
That is an explanation.
That's just true. I could solve all 6 if I think really hard. And here it says here, bro, you got to speak faster.
That's so funny.
And then he responded, I can speak faster than Arabic. Hey, he's like, hey, man, that's not my native tongue, all right? Give me a break.
Speed it up.
What this tells me is that there are people out there who are natural teachers. They have some knowledge and they don't want to keep it to themselves. The extent to...
And the funny thing about that whole comment about speak faster, I've been told in comments that I need to speak slower. I've been told I speak too fast, especially when I get comfortable, I start really going. So I guess, what is the normal speaking speed? What is the speed that everybody is like, that's the right speed for speaking? I don't know what it is.
Which
I don't know.
Science lands on social media platforms broadly is a game changer that does 2 things. It democratizes science, and it's not good enough to democratize it. You also have to be interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
And from the likes of the posts we've seen, people are getting into it. I'm delighted to see how rich that landscape is of creativity, of people out there who are spending their time, energy, effort just to teach the rest of us science. And they already cherry-picked the cool stuff, right? You're only gonna see cool stuff.
Right.
And if that's enough to stimulate your curiosity, and then get a textbook or take a class or watch a documentary, more power to it. But I'm all into fanning the flames or turning the embers that might have been lurking within you from long ago into a raging fire of curiosity.
Science fire. Sounds like an insurance hazard, but I'm all I'm just looking forward to a less stupid world.
Yes. Yes, 100%.
So Chuck, I think we're done here. It's a new beginning.
Done and a new beginning at the same time.
Yes, that's what a commencement is. An academic commencement is the end of your school, but it's the beginning of the rest of your life.
Sounds
Commencement.
very scary. Very scary.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
All right, everyone, I need you to take your tassel from this side, put it over here, and now out into the world you go.
4-star talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson, your personal astrophysicist, as always, bidding you to keep looking up or keep scrolling up.
Hey. So see, it's not all mindless scrolling. Some of it is science scrolling. Love it. Oh man, that was a great video. So much good stuff. Yeah, I do check out the STEM section on TikTok here and there and everything. I'm probably gonna check it out even more because I didn't see some of those people on there. But after he explained the actual process, the fact that it like takes 2 weeks for videos to get on there as opposed to the regular feed, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm gonna have to check it out more often. So, another great science video. Learned a lot on this one. All right, y'all. So y'all know what to do. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. Let me know what you'd like to see me react to next. Hit that like button before you go. Share this video with everyone you know. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you really feel like supporting this platform, consider joining our Patreon. All right. So till next time, take care of yourselves. I'm out of here.